This is a free business intelligence inventory tool. It is a mobile version of SmartBizVentory which can monitor and determine the performances of your business real time on your mobile devices. It can be used to document and monitor stocks in your database. For example, if we go to the stock page, here you can see where we have listed out all the stock that we have that we wish to use this program to monitor. Also stated is the minimum stock permissible, that when it gets to this level we should get alert that we are running out of stock. It can also be used to document and also monitor at the same time stocking history. Now, as you can see, these are just stock, but how we receive this stock have to form history because we receive them from supplier. So if you come to the stocking history, you will get how we receive our stock as per the quantity, as per the time, as per the total cost, as per the unit cost and the intended selling price, and if there is any expiry date, then if there is any remark to be added. More, it can also be used to document and monitor our transaction history. After we receive our stock, we intend to sell to consumers or supply our customers also. So it also provides an avenue of monitoring such transaction. Here we can see the quantity, the price, the unit price, the time of the transaction, any remark if any, the total amount sold, then the stock balance for our personal usage of each product as we are carrying out the transaction. It can be used to monitor also quick database status. If we go to our new transaction page, here you can see exhausted items. You can see the list units of any item in the database. How many of those items require for reordering. Then you can also see the number that have expired, the one that will expire soonest, and the ones that has less than 60 days to expire. If you go to the transaction page, you can see that on a quick one, defining your start time and your end time, you can generate the sales report from this transaction page. Here, these are the total amount sold for each of the product. If you now create start time and end time, if you define any, you will see here the total amount sold within that period will be generated as seen here. Okay, if you go to the mobile report page, this is the grand page for all forms of report as far as this program is concerned. Here you can see stock history that is monitoring right now. If you define your start time and your end time, you will see that it will tell you the amount of product, the quantity of product you purchased within that time you just defined, and the total amount it's worth within that time you just defined. Outside that, it goes to your database to give you holistic view. For example, the stock balance in quantity of each product, the total it worth in cost price, so you know the amount, the worth of your database, your warehouse in terms of cost price, the worth in terms of selling price, the balance stock, the profit that could be made if sold at the expected selling price, the last time you stocked the product, the last cost price of the product from your stock history page. It generates this, the last selling price of the product, then the stock alert to tell you whether it's low, whether it's finished, the date to expire if is applicable, then the number of days remaining for expiration, then those that will expire in less than 60 days. It defines that. So let's come and see something here. Here we are giving our report with respect to stock history. That's where you see that this battery, that's what you are seeing there. And if you check here, there was nothing like profit because it's only monitoring stock history. So no need for profit. It's only when it's monitoring transaction that will be able to say, okay, there's a profit you have made. So to change this from stock history to transaction, you come to the help page. Look at this place. This mobile report focus. Let's turn this focus to focus on transaction. Now we are made to focus on transaction. If we now come to our mobile report page, our focus has changed from stock history to transaction, and this battery, the quantity is now 2, the amount for those two 15,000, and the profit from it is now 10,000. Likewise for the rest, all that is required is for you to change your start time and your end time, and you get all those. Mobile page, you can also get the total save for the duration, the total gain for the duration, the staff costs monthly, other expenses you incur within the duration, and then the net gain for that duration you are considering. You can also filter your product so that you know how you received each product by filtering item. If I say I want to know day by day how I received a battery, I'll just filter to it and I will say done. Now it's telling me battery. These are the days that I received battery to my stock, and the quantity I received on each day is also recorded. Likewise for the transaction, you can also filter for the transaction to know the day-to-day activity of how each of them were sold. If I want to know about CD rack, the history of how they are being sold, I will filter to it, and as you can see, I'm able to know the quantity, the amount sold, and the date of such transaction. So this is how you can do all that. Go to our stock page and add an item. Let's say we want to add a product like ruler, and the minimum stock from the database that will start receiving an alert that we are going out of stock should be 10, and we are not interested in adding any remark, so we just added ruler to our stock database. After doing that, we can see this arrow. The next thing you do is to click on the sorting button and make it alphabetical. So we'll give it time. It has become alphabetical from number 33 position. Let's see where our ruler is. It's now on number 24 after making it in an ascending order. So let's go to our stock history and try to create a new record there. This is our stock history page. We don't just have writing the record here. To put any record there, you come to new stock. Now in our new stock page, let's just search for anything that has K in it. Let's see. Now our CD rack has expired, so let's look for another product. Let's just say charger. Okay, the quantity we just received, let's assume is 15. The current time of this transaction, we enter it. The cost price, let's assume it has not changed. Whatever was in the database before is what is still there. If it has changed, you just edit. It's editable. Here we are told that this product does not have any expiry date, so we are not going to enter any expiry date. That's charger. The only thing I will say here, please, we are trying to copy, and we advise you not to copy to the end, because most time when you copy to the end, mistakenly you have overcopied unknown to you. When you copy it to come and paste in the stock history page, it will start telling you that the page is restricted, because you have mistakenly overcopied in the new stock page. So you know the way I just copied the other time. Please, your pasting must be as values. It's a must. It must be as value. Any other thing will introduce error into the program. Now this is how we load our stock history. We now have to look for a way of saying, okay, assuming this thing we just received now from our supplier, 5 were bad. How do we now be able to reconcile? Because we want to document everything. No matter what happened there, it could have been this mouse pad that is 120 here that is now bad. You want to return. All you need to do, we are going to use this charger. All you need to do is that, okay, 15 you just received. You come back to this place, mind the amount you bought them, please. Mind the amount and every record about it. You come here, remember 10 are now what that are now good, so you are returning 5. You enter the 10 there. The time you are carrying out this operation, you enter it. I don't believe these prices have changed. They have changed. They are not supposed to change. It was the price that you used to collect them on the day of your collection. That's the price that should be there. You come here and now write your remark. You say 5 will return. 15 supplied. 15 supplied, 5 returned. Supplied, 5 returned, or whatever you just want to enter there, just to give you an idea of what really happened. Now you will copy it as you did before. Ensure you copy the remarks with it. You copy it. You paste it back to this very place. You use it to replace whatever was here before. Please, mind you, it must be pasted as values. It must be pasted as value. Now the 15 will turn to 10, but with a remark, 15 supplied, 5 returned. If you have any other detail, you just add to it. So when a product is returned for any reason, that's how you enter into your this program, because we're trying to track every issue, all the history. We are trying to monitor them using SmartBizVentory on your mobile phone. Now let's go to new transaction page, and let's try to carry out a transaction that we want to document. Let's just assume we want to sell a product, but mind you, where you are having spaces here is telling you that those products has been exhausted. All these spaces you are seeing here. So let's assume we want to sell HP Pavilion, and the quantity we are selling two in number. From the database, the unit price is 20,000. Then we enter the current time of transaction. From the drop down, it will automatically come out. If you have any remark, you add. The total automatically will come out, and the stock balance. So now we have to select, just as we did for our stock history. We'll select and copy. This one, you don't need to be careful the way you select, because from experience, this one does not give any issue. So you go to your transaction page and look for the nearest, the next vacant row, Here is row 27. You just click on the option button, and mind you again, you must paste as values. Now you just recorded a transaction. So that's how we record any new transaction. Let's check other things out that we can use this program to do. In the staff page, you can enter your staff data. As you can see, you enter your staff data, as many as they are. You enter the amount they are collecting. The date is automatic. You don't need to enter this one. It will automatically come out. It's 20 days prior to the current time. After you are done that, you go to your expenses page. In your expenses page, you document every expenses you incur. It's not a stock that you tend to sell, or it's not a service that you tend to render. You just pay for your utility bill. You enter them, the record, you enter them here using the provided header names. On the help page, it's just telling you basically what this product is all about, what it does. SmartBizVentory is a free inventory tool for business management. Then all the required sites you can visit for further info about this program. How to download the latest version, the user manual, you see all there, and our supporters, you also see all there. The release version, the PC and mobile version, or the video tutorial, you see them on the help page. Now let's see how we save. As it is right now, it's automatically saving. That's why you cannot see the save button here. If you come here and you say you should stop auto saving, the saving button will come up. Then you have to manually doing your saving by yourself henceforth. But if you put that button back to auto saving, the program automatically save for you, and that's the default setting. Let's go to new stock and look at how we can search dynamically. Assuming I have a lot of products in the database. If I begin to scroll through like this, I may have issue because it will take time. But assuming I want to just check for anything that has F, flash drive, for example, I will come here and enter just F. If I click, I'm going to get only the things that has F, flash drive, Fujitsu, Siemens. Software has F, FT. Surface Pro also has F. Anyone I pick become what is selected. So that's how we do dynamic search. This page you can also get a smart guide. For example, if I select flash drive, let me just select flash drive from the drop down so that you see what will happen. It will tell me that flash drive is exhausted. That's why you are seeing it's empty. Flash drive is finished. There is nothing. The stock level is empty. If I enter something like Fujitsu Siemens, let's see what will happen. Fujitsu Siemens is telling me that my stock is low because my minimum stock is set as 53, but my stock level currently is 52. That's why you are seeing that color flagging there. If I select something like CD, coming, not your CD, let's say CD rack. CD rack here is telling me it's expired. Mind you, this is hypothetical. If I select something that is not in the database, let me try. It's not in the database. See, it will just tell me straight that what I've selected is not in the database. Select from the drop-down list. CD rack cannot be found. To avoid that, kindly add it to the goods services in the stock sheet before using it here. Or if I mistakenly, let me say, okay, I selected CD rack, but mistakenly here, instead of writing a value, instead of writing a number, I mistakenly write alphabet or a letter that is not a character that is not acceptable. Though I will be warned here, if I say yes, I go on, because this does not match the format required of this cell. Instead of number, I'm writing T, and be told that this data is corrupted, and I'll be advised on what to do. Even though I'm being told that the CD rack has expired, yet I'm being told that my data is corrupted. A lot of other things it will smartly tell you. As you use it, you begin to understand. Let's try something in the transaction page. How we will reverse a transaction. We are just trying to a little bit be slow because the processor of my phone has to work at its pace. Now let's assume this flash drive where I sold 9, they returned 4. So what I now have there will now be 5. They return 4. So to track that and to ensure that everything is in the database, I will have to go back. Remember this, the price there is 8,000. The selling price. I will come here. That's 8,000. I'll go for the flash drive. Okay, yeah, flash drive is exhausted. It's not even there anymore because we have nothing left in database there. Let me just try and manually enter it. Flash, let me say flash drive. So I will come here and enter 5. I will come here and enter the 8,000 for which I bought them. Remember, 4 were returned out of 9. This is now the current time I'm carrying out this transaction now. Now, in my remark, I will now said 9 collected, nine collected, 4 returned. Now, I may add more detail about the date, the time, and some other things. But please, I'm now taking this. Don't be today I'm over demanding, but I know what I'm doing because I'm going to use it to replace where there was 9 before. So I know I'm not going to over demand. I know I'm not going to over demand. I will copy it. I'll bring it here. I will paste as values, please. I'll paste as value. Though I'm told I have -5 here, but this -5 is not real because I have my remark here telling me. Now, if I come back to my transaction page, you'll discover that the record has been updated. It will no longer be -5 because see, I now have 4 in my database because these 4 were just returned the other time. So that's how we take up reverse transaction or return products. You just overwrite whatever was there before with the current situation on ground, so that anytime you want to see the history, what happened, one can get it. The other thing I want us to look at here is how we resolve filter issue. Assuming you just brought out your SmartBizVentory and you meant it like this. You meant it like this. You don't know what happened. It's just blank. Please, all you need to do is to check the filter button here. You clear all the filters and you have your data back. The other thing I want us to check is how to reuse, because once you are fully used, you are fully occupied the 9,000 spaces here, you want to use it again, right? What you do then, I will not do that, but I will just show you. You come to your report page. In your report page, you have idea about the current status of your database in terms of stock balance, in terms of cost price, selling price. Now, these are the major things you require. You copy your stock balance of these products, you keep them somewhere. After keeping them somewhere, that's the quantity left, the cost price, you keep them somewhere. You come to your transaction page, you delete, but please, before you even delete, you have a backup copy. You know, this is an Excel file. You create another copy, another Excel file. One of them, you keep the current status of the database, whatever is left in each product, you take a stock of it somewhere. You clean up whatever is here. You clear all, just clear all. Make them blank, but let me undo what I just did just now. You clear all and make it blank now. You also go to your stocking history. You also clear all. That's feed by feed, column by column. Clear all. If possible, highlight the entire table. Highlight the entire table. You know that because of the processor speed, it may take time. Highlight the entire table and clear whatever was there in the history, just history. So let me undo what I just did. You clear all. You will have a blank history of stocking, blank history of transaction. Then you now go to this stocking history. Whatever you have as your last stock number that will see in your database that you just clear off, you enter them there. As you enter them there, you just continue from where you stopped before. All the data that were in your former database, as in the total. Remember, your stock is still there. You don't touch your stock. You don't touch the minimum stock. You just leave there. You don't touch your staff, your expenses, your helping. You don't touch all those ones. You clear them. Once you clear whatever you have cleared, which is mainly the transaction and your stock history, you bring it to use again. Balance up your stock history with the data you had left in your former SmartBizVentory. If you have error, you just undo, just as I've been doing since. When I clear, I click the undo button and it was done. But now, if we come here, we see that the number of products this program can monitor, the number of stock is actually 300, which you can see there, 300. Currently, we have 32 items in this current database. What if you have more than 300? And we advise when you have more than 300, you go for the PC version. The PC version of SmartBizVentory is far easier to use than this, and it has the ability to take up to 5,000 stocks. 5,000 stocks. So that one can help. But in case you say, no, I cannot carry the bulky system, the bulky computer, I want to use mobile version, have three or multiple SmartBizVentory. Just make different copy. Change the name. You know, this is an Excel file. Just change the name, have different file, and say, okay, A to C, D to H, I to whatever. as item you want to monitor, just spread it in between. So whenever anyone that fell in within any alphabet comes in, you start that very file and you carry out your documentation. So those are the way you can monitor more than 300 items using SmartBizVentory. Assuming you want to open this program, you have to open the program first of all by starting your Excel file. Okay, let me first of all close this. I save because my auto saving wasn't working. So I just save and I close. So the first thing you do is that you start your Excel file. When you want to open this program, you want to run it, you navigate to where the file is in your database. I know it's in SBG here, and this is the file. This is how you run it. If you try to click on it from your file manager, it's not likely to work. But you run it through this method I just showed you. Then sometimes your drop down button may not function. Let's go to report page. Now, not even report page. I have one in transaction page. You see this transaction page? There's a drop down button here, this start time. It's working, right? It's working. But if I slide up now, look at what is going to happen. I just slide up a little bit. If I click on it, it's not working until I slide out again, so that you have 3, you have 4. You get that? So when I slide out, my drop down can work. So on the mobile platform, your drop down button may not work because you have slided in. You just have to slide out before your buttons, your drop down buttons can work. So when you lose your drop down button, that's how you get it. Now let's look at something. I'm looking for my tabs now. I can't find my tab. I know currently I'm on my transaction page. To do that, you click on your back button, your return button on your phone or your mobile device. If I click on it right now, it will just come up. That's how you get your tabs, your sheets. So in case your sheets are missing, you just click on the return button and your sheet or your tabs, they come up. Sometimes we want to use this program and we want to be able to access it from multiple devices, our devices anyway. What you need to do is to register with online drive, like Dropbox, like OneDrive, SkyDrive, whichever one. Just place this program in it. As you place it in it, the rest is as you know. Anywhere you open your account, that online drive, anywhere you open it, whether on your phone or your system, you'll be able to access your SmartBizVentory. So it has online capability. Now let's know more about this program. All we have discussed is a mobile platform. If you need more functions, more automation, because here we are just copying with our finger and it looks as if it's cumbersome. But when you get used to it, it's not that cumbersome anyway. If you need automation, by just click on a button, everything is just done for you. Go to our webpage at www.efosmart.com to download the PC and the Mac version. that one can generate receipts, uses a password. That one uses a password for login. It has different user privileges. You can define privileges for different users. It has a ability for multiple users to use it at the same time. Okay. Now let's look at the area of usage of this program. Where can we use SmartBizVentory? SmartBizVentory can be used in shops. It can be used in shop, whether retail or wholesale. It can be used in stores, whether small or industrial stores. It can be used in our warehouses. It can be used in our hotels. It can be used in salon. Any business enterprise. It just depends on your ability to adapt it to fit your current condition. Let's go online and see. Okay, you can reach us through InfoSmart. info@infosmart.com. info@infosmart.com. This is our web page. This is our web page. Okay. Now we advise that you bookmark our web page. Always visit it to view. Like and share our videos and pages. And we also want to solicit that you kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much.